let's get wacky. Tejano norteño, we talk to them all. Su servidor, el Bomba Gómez. Su compa Eddie, el producer. And now it's time for Bumpa's Wacky Wednesday.
Here's this week's Wacky Wednesday Classic. That was a Wacky Wednesday classic. Remember that one?
Yo, what up? It's your boy DJ Kane, the original vocalist of the Cumbia Kings, and yo, stay right here. Get wacky on a Wednesday with my boy, Bumper. You know what time it is.
Te deseo lo mejor, mijo. I love you forever. Bye.
Los niños van creciendo, cada vez puedo ver tu felicidad. Yo sé que no me olvidas, que me buscas por las mañanas y cada vez que vas por toda la ciudad. La vida puede ser a veces dura, no siempre es lo justo y así frío. Camina con tu rostro levantado, porque Dios tiene cuidado de tu camino. Esta es una llamada del cielo para decirte que te quiero, que vivo dentro cada viento. Sé que te abrazo en tus sueños, llamada del cielo, que jamás podré olvidarte. Sé que el día llegará donde te vuelva a abrazar, llamada del cielo. La vida puede ser a veces dura, no siempre es lo justo y así frío. Camina con tu rostro levantado, porque Dios tiene cuidado de tu camino. Esta es una llamada del cielo para decirte que te quiero, que vivo dentro cada viento. Sé que te abrazo en tus sueños, llamada del cielo, que jamás podré olvidarte. Sé que el día llegará donde te vuelva a abrazar, llamada del cielo, para decirte que te quiero, que vivo dentro cada viento. Sé que te abrazo en tus sueños, llamada del cielo, que jamás podré olvidarte. Sé que el día llegará donde te vuelva a abrazar, llamada del cielo.
Wacky Wednesday.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Unfiltered, the real deal. No pre-planning, no chingaderas. Straight up from the bill.
Wacky Wednesday.
B-Town's very own.
It's Wacky Wednesday con El Bumper.
Here's your host, Bumper Gómez.
And we are live, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of Bumper's Wacky Wednesday on this beautiful holy day. We're starting Lent, Ash Wednesday. So hopefully you guys made it out today. Those of you that get your ashes and stuff, you guys went out there and got your ashes today. I usually don't do a show on Wednesdays, but hey, I went and got what I had to do today done so we could be here and do tonight's show. So for everybody tuning in, thank you guys so much again on this beautiful holy day. We're here today with a gentleman who is a mastermind, an artist, a true artist. You guys are going to be able to get into the mind of somebody, the creativity of people who make music from nothing. It just always baffles my mind on how artistic we have, the people that we have in the industry. And tonight's going to be one of those nights. We got a lot of things coming up in La Onda Tejana. We got fanfare coming up. We got the Jimmy Gonzalez festival here in downtown San Antonio coming up that weekend as well. We have the Tacos and Tequila in New Braunfels that Sunday with La Calma and our friend Anthony Patterson. It's going to be a good time, and we got a lot of big things coming up here real soon. One that I really want to speak about, and Eddie, it's my bad because I don't think I gave you the flyer, but this last week we had some good friends of ours, and I want to give a shout out to them and show them send them a little bit of love. Our good friends from Seguin, Texas, the Conjunto Cats, had something happen there at their home in Seguin, and La Onda Tejana, the industry came together. They got a GoFundMe that's doing really well. I think Joey Rodriguez and some other people, saludos to Joey Rodriguez from the David Lee Garza Los Musicales camp, put together a fundraiser that's going to be coming March 1st, I believe. Eddie, if I'm wrong, let me know, but I think it's March 1st. They're going to be doing a fundraiser with a bunch of artists, a bunch of featured guests. It looks going to be like it's going to be really strong conjunto. I think Los Únicos are going to be there. I think David Lee Garza is going to make an appearance. David Farias is going to make an appearance. Those are just off the top of my head. But we want to send, our prayers, to the Campos family, to all the guys from the Conjunto Cats, man, on behalf of me and Eddie here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. We're going to be there on the 1st. We're surely going to promote it. So we hope that you guys go out on the 1st of March and go out there and support the Conjunto Cats fundraiser. And the reason I say go out there and support, because it's important to me. And the reason that it's important to me and Eddie is because if you see a lot of things that happen behind the scenes, if you're just an everyday fan, you probably don't. But if you're somebody who does this all the time, there's a few bands out there that will always be the first in line or the first to, put me down, I'm in. And those guys, the Conjunto Cats, are always on that list. They're always willing to help people, fundraisers, all that stuff. And they don't ask for nothing. If it's for a great cause, they're out there and they're doing their thing, right? So it is our turn to pay it back. So again, March 1st, hopefully by the end of the show, we'll have the poster up. We'll show you guys March 1st, Conjunto Cats fundraiser. You're not going to want to miss it. And all the proceeds are going to go to helping the Campos family, the Conjunto Cats. All right. So guys, we wish you guys nothing but the best, and hopefully everything gets fixed really quick. And we'll see you guys March 1st. So, yeah, man. So that happened last week. And, here we love to help everybody that we can, especially somebody like that. Those guys are amazing individuals. And we definitely here at Bumper's Wacky Wednesday want to promote their event to raise some money. Today, I said it's Ash Wednesday. It's a very holy day. Well, for me, there's a guy that I've known for probably, I don't know, Dave, what do you say, 4 years, 5 years? 4.5, 5 years. He's a guy that I love to sit down and just have a conversation with. And guess what, ladies and gentlemen, tonight, you get to be a part of that conversation. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest this evening on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, the one, the only, Mr. David L. Garza.
How are you, brother?
Hi.
Finally making it to your show.
Dave's like, we've been trying for like, you know what?
Yeah.
I think it was just dates and, stuff. You know, what happens a lot is I finally got smart. I had Eddie get involved with booking.
Okay.
Because what would happen is I would say, hey, Dave, let's do it this date. And then I'm somewhere and somebody's like, hey, dude, I got this date. Can I? Yeah, I got you. And then go back and be like, hey, Dave, I double booked without. Yeah. So finally, Eddie got me straight. We have a Wacky Wednesday calendar. And sometimes if I don't know, I just tell her, say, contact Eddie. He has the dates.
You gotta blame somebody. So
and Eddie's the other half when it comes to Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. So if you guys ever get that message from me, you got to get a hold of Eddie on this. He'll let you know if the date's available or not.
Speak to my producer.
But Dave, welcome to the show, man. It's been a long time coming, brother. And I'm so glad that you're here, dude. Because for me, exactly what I said in the intro, you're such an artistic person, dude.
Man, I appreciate your words. To me, it's a huge honor, and thank you for having me here. Everybody that's in Tejano, I think you've had probably every artist that I can think of.
Don't say because it make us feel small. The industry's small. We still got a whole bunch to go, Dave. No, I'm just playing.
From Bobby Pulido to Dr. Dre.
Hey, watch out. Dr. Dre will be here next week, ladies and gentlemen. No,
Dr. Dre.
Yeah, no, man. We've had the privilege of having, like you said, many artists, man. But sometimes, for the fans, sometimes they love the David Lee Garzas and the Bobby Pulidos, and I get it, right? They're just popular artists. But I think if you really love music and you really love our industry, sometimes it's great to hear from people who are hustling. And I'm not saying that those artists don't hustle, because they hustle, right? But sometimes it's good to hear from the guy that's down in the ditches, boy. He's getting it. You know what I mean? He's trying to find his way outside that ditch. He's doing everything he can. And Dave, you're one of those artists, man.
Yeah, it's been a pretty long road. About 20 years now. So I started producing music when I was about 16 years old. I had a studio there in Laredo, and I would record friends, and so it's been 20 years. So I'm 30.
Hey Dave, so 20 years you're recording friends. Now, let me ask you, let's go back 20 years. Were all your friends recording Tejano, or everybody wanted to be rappers?
I was actually in a punk band at the time. I was in high school, and I was in a punk band, and I would listen to all the music that where there were people screaming, and they would call it screamo. I don't know if it's
you don't know if that's what it's called anymore?
It was screamo at the time. And it was rock, but emotional rock, and we'd play like at a pizza place called I think it was called Sal's Pizza, Sal in Laredo, Texas. Hole in the wall, and people would go mosh pitting, and that was my
after they eat pizza or before.
Yeah, that was before. That was before. So we'd finish beating up each other, and then we'd go eat pizza in the end. That was
wow, mosh pit, bro.
Dude, I didn't even think I would even talk about that here.
I got to be careful what I'm going to say. That's just noise.
Well,
that's just noise. No, but nothing crazy. People like it, dude.
I can't hear it anymore. I can't.
One of my good friends, Mike Gonzalez. When we sit down and we eat together, or like we're just bullshit. We're having some tequila together here at the house. He'd be like, "Hey, Bob, I'm gonna change it up," and I'm like, "What are you gonna put on?" He goes, "Oh, you don't know nothing about this."
Anthrax and
no, bro, worse than that. He puts on like this speed death metal, and I'm like, "Hey, bro, what? Excuse me, what Whiskey Tango Foxtrot, right? What the hell is that?" It's crazy, man. I could never get off, but some people do, man. That's their cup of tea,
I think the last concert that I spoke to him, I think the band was called Cradle of Filth, and I said, "Isn't that the band from the movie Ace Ventura when he's like dancing and it's a rock band and he's there?"
It was them?
That's the band that he went to go see here. Like Jimmy Gonzalez. Wow.
Yeah.
That's funny, man. That's funny. Now,
Random.
Dave, so, 20 years ago, you're from Laredo, Texas?
So I was born here in San Antonio, and we moved to Laredo, I think when I was like 3 or 4 years old, something like that. Grew up in Laredo, went to high school in Laredo, graduated from Alexander High School. Shout out to everybody.
How many high schools in Laredo? United is the only one I always remember.
Well, back then, it was Martin, Nixon, United. There's probably like 8 or 9. I don't know. It's grown a whole lot. The city,
There's 8 or 9 high schools in Laredo, dude.
yeah. I haven't been there in a while, but Laredo's grown. Like I go and I don't recognize the city anymore because it's so big. It's grown so much.
8 or 9 high schools. That's a lot of people,
Yeah.
dude.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
I don't see Laredo like that.
Yeah, it's grown a whole lot. A whole lot.
Maybe when I go, because I just go straight to my friend's Rancho que está ahí in Killam Ranch.
You go to Mr. Corn.
He works right there in Killam Ranch, and he lives out there. Un saludos to our good friend, Mr. Rogi de la Garza, and I go out there. I never really, we go to the, what is it, La Casa Blanca.
Yeah, with
Right?
Belinda.
Yeah, with Belinda.
The Guerras.
And the Guerras.
Shout out to Belinda
Shout
and
out
everybody.
to the ladies out there, the Guerras, doing big things in Laredo, Texas. Dave, do you come from a musical background, or is that just something you just like one day like, hey, dude, I'm gonna get into music?
So music's always been part of my life. We've always been around it. So my grandfather, he played guitar. I believe he was in a trio also. And then I have an uncle that's a singer as well, Roel Martinez, that many of you guys know. He was with Rodeo, and then now he's as a solo artist doing great things. I have a sister that's a singer as well, Di Marie. So Di, she's,
No way, that's just not what it
I
is.
know, right? I know.
Saludos to Di
Yeah.
Marie out there, man.
Shout out to everybody. So yeah, I come from a musical family. There's quite a bit of us that have done music, and just as a kid and grew up, I was the drummer guy, or I had the 3 or 4 pianos. I thought I was Brando Mireles back then, putting them on the couch and stuff. And Di was the singer, and then so we all grew up singing. Me and Di grew up. We're only a year apart, so grew up singing, and not until I think I was like 19. I joined this band in Mexico named Alvaro Lopez and Rescue Band. So it was a Christian band. And so he used to be Luis Miguel's drummer. So I get a call from him and to do like background vocals for an album, a live album that I wasn't able to make it, but I was part of the production. So start recording for them. Their singer falls off, and they're like, hey, would you move to Mexico? And from one month to the next, I moved from Laredo, Texas, to Ciudad Juarez, Chihuahua, Mexico. And it was one of those things that, like,
How old were you, Dave?
I was 19. Yeah. So it was crazy. It was that step of faith, but even at that time, I was kind of praying about it. Like, God, what do you want me to do? Do you want me to do my own thing, or should I sing Christian music? And I was in the middle, and then you have like everybody's in your ears. Some people like, well, you can't sing for God and sing for the world, and you can't do this, and it's kind of like it's just in your ear forever. So I get a call from this guy, and I'm like, okay, this is my confirmation. I'm gonna move to Mexico. So I moved to Mexico, and I started traveling, Central America, all of Mexico. I was with that band for about 2 years and got to make a lot of great contacts with people, some of Luis Miguel's people, people that, Michael Jackson's bass player, like all these people that live in California and LA and stuff like that. So I get out of that band. I just took that step of faith. I'm going to move to San Diego, California. And me and a friend of mine, we're in a plane back from Buenos Aires, Argentina, and we're like, when all of this is done, when we get out of this band, we should move to California and we should do something. And with all these contacts that we've made, we're going to call them, we're going to get with them, and we're going to do big things. So we take that step. He calls me. He's like,
How old are you at this time, Dave?
I'm about 21 at the time, 20, 21. So then my friend calls me, bro, I just got here to San Diego, California. Are you ready? Are you ready to move in? I'll go get you, or you buy me a flight, or I'll go fly and we'll come together in your car. So we just took that step of faith. We moved to California, And but the second day, I was already playing in a band. I was in a salsa band, and learning all these.
And your second day in California.
Yeah, bro, it was crazy. Already playing with all these Cubans, and it's a different world. It was a great experience. So during the day, we would do production, and at night we would play about 5 days out of the week, literally downtown San Diego.
Gaslamp.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
right. We were there every week, and so during the day, so with the contacts, there was a guy. His name is Kiko Cibrian. So Kiko, he was the he is the current music director of Luis Miguel. So the guitarist, he wrote Suave, like all these amazing songs. He's a guy that he pretty much made Drake. Like Drake, he discovered Drake, Jesse Joy. He's recorded for Cristian Castro. Everybody. He's
Everybody knows this guy.
Yeah. So I call Kiko, and he's like, "Man, you're in town." He's like, "Are you living here now?" Okay. He's like, "Well, I have Frankie J's doing all my demos, and then I had Noel from Sin Bandera, but they're busy now, so now I want you to do all my demos." So I would go, and I would hear all the songs before it would get to the actual artist.
Yeah.
So like I got to do stuff for Cristian Castro.
I was just about to ask you. So, out of all the demos you did for him, you can only pick one. Which one was the most ended up being like?
There was a song of this guy from, I think he's from Saltillo, and his name is Rodrigo Arispe. And this guy, I did most of his album but there was some songs in there, bro, that you would just hear them, and like one of the songs we had pitched to Cristian cried. He heard the song, he starts to cry, and he was going through a divorce at the time. And it was, in the end, he didn't choose the song. I was kind of surprised. I'm like, how do you not?
You cried and you
like,
want to
dude.
pick the song.
Yeah. Or, I mean, maybe he didn't want to show weakness either, because, no, my pride.
Yeah.
But there was a lot of beautiful experiences out there.
And Dave, you got to rub elbows with these guys before they were the Cristian Castros that we know now.
A couple of them, like Jesse Joy. I got to meet them.
Yeah.
And
I got to see them in Milwaukee. Shout out to Milwaukee, everybody watching from the Midwest. Thank you guys for tuning in. But we got to see, they played at the Mexican Fiesta, and dude, their crowd was just, it was ridiculous, bro.
Yeah.
You couldn't see ground. It was just people as far as you could see, you know.
I've seen videos of in Milwaukee. It's such a big variety of just Spanish music. Like, and you can go from I don't know.
Yeah, they go from banda, duranguese, tejano, cumbia, folclórico. They got it all, bro. Milwaukee's otro pedo. That's just another vibe. I tell people all the time, like, if you've never been to Milwaukee to the Mexican Fiesta, and you're just a fan of, don't even say tejano, you're just a fan of Spanish music,
that's the place
go
to
check
be.
it out. I mean, they even throw in a couple of Eddie, what would you call them? Like international, the salsa bands that they kind of have there. Remember, they have a couple of big bands, and I always test them because my best friend, my best man, he's from Puerto Rico, right?
Uh-huh.
So I'll call him and say, "Hey, dude, what about what?"
Yeah.
I said, "Yeah." He goes, "No, bro, those dudes are the shit." I'm like, "Okay, cool. These dudes are legit." But what's cool, man, is we don't really get a lot of artists that maybe have dibble dabbled. You like that word? Little dibble. So we don't get too many artists that have dibble dabbled in other stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You kind of at a young age, you were able to get in there and rub elbows with the big dogs. You know what I mean? Do you think you picked up good habits and bad habits from?
Well, I mean, it's everything is a learning experience. I mean, you know what you want. Like, I think that the hardest part of this music industry is just knowing where you're going, always having some type of direction. I think that's where a lot of people fail. That they'll take something out, and then or some people, they take out their first album, and it could be like a salad, oh, I want to do a salsa song, and I want to do a ranchera, and I want to do a cumbia, and then I want to do a rock and roll song. And they're just kind of throwing the rod out there, but there's really, and then when you put it on the market, as far as like Apple Music or whatever, you have to be categorized under something. And then there is no category for, just like, well, are you rock? Are you Tejano? Are
Are you salsa? Are you banda? What are you?
So just a sense of direction. I think that's probably what I've learned the most. How to not kind of go through life, with through your emotions. Like sometimes you get starstruck, or there's a lot of people that can. And I'm pretty sure it's happening with you too, that, people will come, you'll meet people and they'll promise you the world and, oh, I'm going to do this for you. And some people can get really excited about that, and then nothing happens. And then you get discouraged. You're like, oh man, like I just keep there. I can't get a break anywhere. So I don't know.
You think that's happened to you a lot?
I think it's happened to everybody. It's just part of it, but more than anything, you got to believe in yourself. If you believe in you, then people will believe in you. Like if you take something out, like it took me 20 years to release something of my own, because I always had, what are people going to think? What are they going to say? Am I going to, I don't know, like just, you have so many things like, then, you're in a church and what are the church people going to say? Like, oh, es el diablo, or is he singing for the devil now? But in the end of the day, like, I mean,
well, you know what? It's funny you say that. It is just real funny you said that, because today, during my lunchtime, after I ate, of course, I'm going through TikTok, whatever, and I find this Christian preacher.
Okay.
Latino, Puerto Rican. I mean, maybe you've seen the same video. Well, the guy comes on and he's speaking to his congregation, and he says, I don't watch sports, but I know last Sunday, and of course last week. I know last Sunday was the Super Bowl, and I don't even know the teams that were playing.
Yeah.
But he says that, it was crazy because nobody was even caring about the teams. Everybody was worried about the halftime show. He goes, and I know what you're saying. Like, here we are preaching the word of the Lord, but how are we going to go listen to somebody like Bad Bunny? You know what I mean? And so the guy says, but I want you guys to just listen to me, bear with me. And he tells the congregation, like, hey man, I'm the first to tell you, like, we don't want to, take our kids. And I told my kids they couldn't listen to Bad Bunny, right? He told his kids, you're not listening to Bad Bunny. But everybody else was going to watch it. So he says, hey, I didn't want to be left. So he goes ahead and he watches the halftime show. The guy was from Puerto Rico, born and raised, and then and then he left at a young age, kind of like you in Laredo, and kind of left, San Antonio, and then went to Laredo. He came to the States. To another state. It's not make Puerto Rico like another country, right?
They are part of the United States, everybody.
So he comes and to hear him speak, for me was, I felt him. He was like, here I am, ready to hear everything I tell you guys not to do and not to, but I actually took it differently. He actually took me through my childhood. He actually showed me what I remember of Puerto Rico and all the people and just Latinos in general, the family, the way we do things. Yeah, he's Puerto Rican, but he spoke to Latinos all over the world, and not just Latinos, bro. Americans. We could say Latino all day, but you know what, dude? I grew up with a lot of white people that grew up just like me, and they like the same food I do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They've been to weddings and quinces and all that, so they know. You know what I'm saying? I just think that he did a very great job of showing our Latin culture to the rest of the world if they had been hiding under a rock, right?
I felt like it was a kind of like a moment of like Dr. Martin Luther King.
Boom. You posted, I remember your post, you said, did anybody else shed a tear, right?
Man, I couldn't hold.
I cried. I'm not gonna lie. I cried because to me, it made me proud to be a Latino.
Yeah.
In general, right? Yeah, I'm not Puerto Rican. I don't listen to Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
You know, people are like, oh, it's in Spanish. We all
Yeah.
understand Spanish, but we don't understand Bad Bunny. I mean,
Yeah, I
even the
don't
people who speak Spanish, they don't understand Bad Bunny.
I wasn't able to understand half of the things he said, but the message, I mean, you
could feel it.
one way or another, so there's one thing, like you can make music, like to just make music for people to hear it, but when you make music for people to feel it, like that's a completely different story.
No, for
because
sure.
that's the way that you connect. I think that every 5 seconds had a brand new meaning in that, like whoever produced that show, like, wow, it was crazy. Yeah, a lot of people did, like, there was some people hating it, but in the end, every 5 seconds, like, it's like, okay, you have 5 seconds, you know, the boxers, and then you have
the taquero,
the girl, the raspa lady, or whatever, the little boy asleep in the bench at the wedding, like that. That was me, bro.
Exactly. So where I was going with this, Eddie, I mean, Dave, where I was going with this is that, you know, you're a person that's heavily involved in church.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I think you do your music ministry at church, right?
Yeah.
You have your music ministry at church, and I don't think I've ever asked somebody who I know does. I just had Destiny last week. I could have asked her.
Oh yeah, Destiny. She's at Metanoia.
Yeah. So my thing is, like, do you ever feel that making Tejano music goes against what you're doing on Sundays or Wednesdays or whenever you go to church?
If you would have asked me 10, 15 years ago, I would have said yes. But today, I would say no, like not at all. Because it just depends on who you're surrounded with. I'm at the point in my life that, like, I really don't care what people think, because if God can give me a platform, or if God can give you a platform, and then Jesse Turner does it all the time too. You'll go and see him, and there can be, you know, thousands of people there. And what does he do?
He stops and prays.
He stops. Yeah. He prays for everybody.
Yeah.
And they have a moment, like, and I don't know if you go to church or not, but you know, we're going to take this moment, we're going to pray. And you can use that platform to bring something positive to someone. You don't know if somebody went into the place and, you know, they wanted to take their life that night. And then they went, and then they heard you, and then God was able to use you to be able to speak into somebody's life. And then that's when the miracle happens. That, man, I had an encounter with God, because it's happened to me. Like, it's happened to many people. You know, and everybody, one way or another, you know, they'll have their moment with God. You know, I had an accident, and I should have died like 5 years ago, and I had a moment with God that, you know, and even though I had went to church, you know, for, you know, since I was like 15 years old, I didn't know God, or I didn't get to know him until I nearly died. And then when you have that experience, and it's not everybody has the opportunity to have that, you know, that experience with God. But, you know, in the moment where I almost died, where, you know, people would say, why me? Why did this happen to me? Like, I broke my spine in 2 different places. Every doctor said that I was going to be paralyzed for the rest of my life, that I was going to be in a wheelchair. I would never walk again. Dude, I was recording demos for Luis Miguel in a wheelchair, because I didn't want to tell them that, like, they called me and yeah, I'll do it. And I did it on a wheelchair in my mom's living room. I took a preamp. I asked a friend, bring me a preamp so I can, you know, do something here. But I had 8 broken ribs, my spine broken in 2 different places in my lower back. Broken. They did surgery on my right foot. I was bleeding internally. You know, everything was like, I went from everything to nothing. And sometimes that has to happen for God to break you, to be able to, so you can live again. And with having this platform now, I'm able to share, you know what, if God did something with me, if he did something in my life, I know that he can do something in your life, and I can be able to speak life to people. And it's not so much of me trying to preach. I'm not trying to preach to anybody. If I have the opportunity to, then I'll share what God has done in my life, and I'll use the platform that God has given me. So
Dave, I think a lot of people can relate to that, bro. Like, I'm here listening to you, bro. I'm tearing up right here. I'm choking up right here listening to you, because I think when I first started talking to you and seeing you, you were at the latter part of that, of just getting yourself back together. And I think music does that for people, you know. And not to bring religion, because I never bring religion into the thing, but you know, I'm a hardcore Catholic, man, and I was raised that way. I'm still a hardcore Catholic, and it wasn't until I got to the church. I belong to St. Paul here in San Antonio, and they have this music ministry that is just unreal, and that I had never been in a mass where that kind of music was played, and so, you know, just what you do for people, exactly, bro. That I mean, music just moves people differently. Take religion out of it, put religion in it. However, music finds a way.
It's an instrument.
To your heart, right? Like, just for me, music has been with me through my ups, my downs, the in betweens. You know what I mean? You know, musicians like yourself can take us, I always say, on a roller coaster ride. You could. You know, you remember the good times and shit. You definitely remember the bad times. You know what I mean? But that's what music's supposed to do. Yeah. You're an artist. That's what you're supposed to do. Sometimes you see some very nice paintings, and sometimes you see some crazy ass paintings. It's a Picasso. It's art, man. Yeah. It's art. But to hear a little bit of your testimony, so to say, that I think, you know, I love being able to do this and people to see artists in a different way. And maybe next time that they see David Garza and be like, hey, man, I heard that guy. I love that. I love that, man. And the fact, Dave, that you've worked all this time, you've done all these things, you know, again, rubbing elbows with the right people. And even in the hardest part of your life, the hardest part of your time on earth that you've been so far, music still came and got you. Oh yeah, it's always been there. I can try to leave music, and it's like it's a day. I can't, man. The second day, you're like, no, I'm back. Baby, come home. Yeah, no, I hear you, David. And again, man, this reminds me of just why I love doing what I do here and being able to speak with people like you that have, you know, just made music their life, and you know, you've used it again through your ups and your downs. That's what it's about, man. And this new song, if you guys haven't heard David's new song, it has a special meaning. It really, really does. It has a special meaning. But Bump, is he going to perform? I don't see. I got you, ladies and gentlemen. Don't worry. It's Ash Wednesday. I got you guys. Don't worry about it. But, you know, we love here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, we love to tell people all the music that's out there. The new music that's out there, right? We do a little segment called, Dave, What's Bumper Bumpin'? And so with What's Bumper Bumpin', it could be an artist that you've never heard of. Okay. And it could be an artist that, hey, I've been listening to for 20 plus years, right? But it's a few songs that Eddie puts together, and you know, we just like to show love out there to some new singles that are coming out. And this is this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
It's time to check out What's Bumper Bumping.
Es mi amigo, pero ella no sabe a quién ha perdido. ¿Dónde están los tragos que quiero tomar? ¿Dónde está el mariachi que quiero cantar? Y si no reacciona con esta canción, es porque de piedra tiene el corazón.
What's Bumper Bumping?
Tu sonrisa, tu carita, tu forma de ser, precio no tiene y es amor, yo lo sé, nada vale más que un beso que, y son las cosas pequeñas, te quiero, te amo, y son las cosas pequeñas, un abrazo, te extraño, y la forma
What's bumper bumping?
Me gustan tus ojos, me gustan tus labios, sentí las caricias que me dan tus manos. No estoy, no hay duda que estoy enamorado. No hay nadie como tú, mi amor. Me gusta tu risa traviesa, coqueta, saber que conmigo te sientes completa. No puedo ocultarlo, ya estoy bien convencido. No hay por qué pensarlo.
And that is this week's What's Bumper Bumping.
Damn, Eddie,
Yeah.
those were some jams right there, bro. So, ¿cómo se llama el que está en el medio, Eddie? J Manny. So those of you guys, the second song of those three, J Manny for the very first time is making his way to San Antonio. We're going to have him live next week right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. You're not going to want to miss it. We're going to be in a new joint, man. You guys aren't ready. So stay tuned for that next week. J Manny. Of course, we had Cesar Omar, lead vocalist, David L Garza, Los Musicales. That's some of the things he does on his own as Cesar Omar. And then Eddie, that first one, you got it or no? Let me see. The song. I don't have it.
Mateo, ¿me gustas?
Huh?
Mateo, ¿me gustas?
Yeah, Mateo I was going to call him Mateo Cortinas. That's my friend. Mateo, I believe Mateo is he's either from California or Arizona, man. But what a song, dude. They got it spinning on Hot Tejano right now.
Man.
I think he took that was a regional Mexican song. I can't think of, I've heard the lyrics before, but he did a good job spinning it up on Tejano music, making a little Tejano-ish sound. I dug it. All three young artists jamming. You know what I'm saying? Those are three young males getting down like James Brown and all the Tejano. So make sure you guys go out there and check out those three songs. And while we're on the subject of music, because Dave, you threw me off from what you told me, so I got to be ready now. I got to be on my toes, Eddie. But since we're on music and we're doing playing music and stuff like that, you know, here at Bumper's Wacky Wednesday, we team up with the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Rudy Trevino.
Yeah.
Right? Mr. Rudy Trevino,
Shout
Tejano
out.
Gold Countdown. We do it every single week right here on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. And these are the top 3 Tejano songs in La Onda Tejana.
Hey, this is Rudy Trevino from Tejano Gold Countdown, and you're watching Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. And these are your top 3 songs of the week.
3.
Vuela, madrecita, vuela. Descansa en paz, mi estrella. Vuela, abuelita, tu amor en nosotros queda.
2.
Le seguiremos dando vuelo a la hilacha. Le seguiremos dando vuelta al lugar. No se preocupe si la riega o la mancha. Tarde o temprano la tenemos que regar.
1.
Quiero amarte, quiero amarte, quiero amarte y ser el dueño de tu amor. Tejano Gold with Rudy Trevino.
Oh, man. So those are the top 3 songs in La Onda Tejana. And we're here jamming the songs. And Dave's like, bro, I was 13 jamming with the Texas Latino.
Yeah, man. Sevi, all the guys. Yeah.
For real,
back
Dave?
then. Yeah. We went to Chicago, to Michigan. Bro, I was like 13, 14 years old.
And your mom and dad let you go?
That's what I don't understand. I don't, dude, I honestly, I have a 13-year-old. Shout out to my son. Dad, I love you. Marco. My son is 13, and I can't imagine sending him with a band with strangers, man.
And then to
Yeah,
Eddie's
man.
neck of the woods? No way,
Dude.
Jose. Wow, dude.
Yeah, man. It was a lot of fun. a lot of growing and learning with these guys. They're awesome, man. Shout out to Sebi.
Y puro French fries y soda. That's all.
Bro, yeah, we were in Arkansas, and I even had they gave me a nickname out of that whole trip. We stopped at a McDonald's in Little Rock, Arkansas, and so we stopped. We go through the drive-through. I don't know. It's like 1 in the morning. Everybody's hungry. We'd been traveling. Tweet was with us.
Tweet,
yeah, he was playing accordion. So we're in the van. We get to the McDonald's, and then let me have a number one, with some fries and a Coke, medium Coke, and then the guy in the window, he's like $5.69. You got to drive around. So he wanted us to drive around the McDonald's, like 10 times. I think there was like 9 or 10 of us in the van, and he wanted us to order one by one. He wouldn't, like, no, we're not done ordering. We want to order. No, you're gonna only order one at a time. And
why, dude?
Yeah, and then we get to the window, and then Roger Contreras, he was playing the bass. Roger, he wrote Entre Cantina y Cantina with Ram.
Yeah.
He's playing the bass. And he's like, "Are you serious, man? What the heck is happening right now?" And then $5.69, and he wouldn't look. He wouldn't even look at us. He would turn away. $5.69. Got to drive away. So and then I was mimicking the guy. So then the whole like, "Hey, $5.69. Come over here, man." So yeah, that was my little nickname for the Chicago, Michigan trip. Oh, bro. And then they had me driving. So like I drove, like I was in Chicago or something, and they're just keep going straight. And all the guys are all like dead, everyone's asleep. Boy, I got us like 2 hours away from Canada. Well, there was no like GPS. We had the map and everything. They're like, "Bro, we're like 2 hours away from Canada. Where did you take us?" So we got to our gig in Michigan, and we got off the van running. We're already late, bro. So we like show up. I got us there late to the gig, but I mean, I was like, dude, you have like a 14-year-old driving.
Dave, you gotta make a T-shirt that says 5.69.
Yeah.
Hell
You
yeah.
gotta drive around.
5.69 won't even get you French fries
Yeah,
nowadays.
I know. We're saying our age without saying our age, right? Just by the economy.
Ladies, this is what I love right here. This is what it's about. These are the stories that you will never ever hear anywhere else,
man.
but right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. We're here with the one and only Mr. 569, Mr. David L Garza, having a good old time on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday on this beautiful Ash Wednesday. We'd like to thank everybody who's tuning in. Thank you guys so much. We know you could be doing other things, but you're here with us right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday, and we greatly, greatly appreciate it. I'm here with the man, Mr. David L Garza. We're here talking about his brand new single.
Yes. Llamada del Cielo.
Llamada del Cielo. Just stop to think. Did you guys see the intro? Did you see the poster? Llamada del Cielo. I wonder how many of us could wish we could make one more Llamada del Cielo, right? Or have them make a call down here. People always ask, like, if you could sit on a bench and have 5 minutes with somebody, conversation, could only be one person, who would you pick? For me, that's tough, man. I've lost I've lost all my grandparents. I've lost my dad, some uncles, good friends, Marines. It's tough, man. It really would be tough if that was really something that could happen. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you just sit down, I'm going to give you 5 minutes. Maybe something that just bothered you your whole life that you couldn't get a hold of. You always wanted the answers to, but.
Or just wisdom.
Yeah.
You need direction.
Or just to sit there and hear their voice again, right?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know who I'd pick, but the name of the song, Dave, I've been watching earlier in the week. You had posted some stuff. I think like on Monday you posted some stuff about, you've been getting a lot of feedback from other places about the song and how they can relate to that song. It's tough. That's a tough song, dude.
It's overwhelming, man. I'm like overwhelmed with like love and it can be emotional, you know, a lot of times because, yeah, I mean, all of us would want to, or at one point in our lives, you know, when I wrote the song, my son, he's like, why would you write something like that, you know? And I'm like, well, you don't understand yet, you know, you really haven't lost, you know, anybody really, really close to you yet. But one day you'll have a moment. It was like a little Mufasa moment,
Yeah.
with my Simba, but but yeah, man, it's been a roller coaster. You know, I get a lot of people that'll message me and, you know, hey, I just lost my brother, or, you know, I just lost my mom to cancer, and or even people that they message and they're like, man, I wish I had the technology that there is now, because when, you know, 30 years ago when I lost my mom, you know, I forgot her voice. I don't know what my mom's voice is now. And in the beginning of the song, well, my dad passes away, and months afterwards, there's a moment where I need to hear his voice. I try to call him, and I know he's not going to answer. You know, I think everyone tries to do that at one point. So I call my dad, and obviously he doesn't answer. And I just start going through voicemails. And there was a voicemail from like a year before he had passed away. And so he's like, "Happy birthday, mijo. I love you, this and that." I think I was working. And in the end of the voicemail, he says, "I love you forever. Bye." And I had never in my life heard my dad say, "I love you forever." So then I produced a song, and then I every birthday after he passes away, I'm usually at a gig, like I'm playing somewhere. I've been in like Corpus, the Valley, and I'll go to the van, and I'll be there at 12 o'clock for my birthday, and I'll go and I'll put the voicemail, and I'll listen to my dad. I'll cry for like 5 minutes, you know, and then I wrap it up, go back, and okay, like back to normal shop, you know. So I call my mom and my brothers, and I'm like, hey, you know, I have this voicemail, and I want to put this in the beginning of the song, and I don't want to jump on anybody's toes. Like I don't want to dishonor anybody, or, you know, I don't want to feel like for you to feel like I'm using dad, like I'm, you know, it's like if it blessed me, you know, and I know it can bless you, you know, it's, if I'm able, like you can put the song on and you can be able to hear his voice anytime that you want. And my mom tells me, she's like, man, I've never heard your dad say, "I love you forever." And it like hit her, you know, big time. My brothers die. She's like, man, I've never heard dad say, "I love you forever." So I put that in the beginning of the song, and then and then the song starts. So it's so big for me that like I heard the, you know, for my dad to be on the radio, like that's crazy, you know, to hear his voice, and, you know, to share this message with everybody, and just give, you know, people, you know, some type of hope that they're not alone, and, you know, that you know, we're all going through this together at one moment or another. You know, we've all gone through this, and we all would love to hear, you know, that voice of, you know, that one loved one or somebody that has passed away. So yeah, it's crazy, man.
How long did it take you to actually write out the song?
I wrote it in like 30 minutes. So I go to every Tuesday, I try to go with my son, and we'll go to the movies. So at least once a week, we try to do it consistently. So we go see this movie, and in the end of the movie, you know, the mom had passed away, and then they get a phone call, and she gets to talk to her mom. The mom had already, like, she passed away when she was a kid. And I stayed serious. Like my son sees me, we're in the movie theater, and he's like, "Dad," he's like, "You're crying, you wimp," and this and that. So we're both laughing, and I was like, no, I was like, just imagine, like if you were to have a moment that you could talk to anybody that you want, like you were saying right now. So I get home, I get on the piano, and it just starts flowing. I already have it in my head. Like I knew I wanted it to be called Llamada del Cielo. So I get home, and and I start thinking about just life. You know, la gente pasa y pasa. Everyone like when it happens, everyone's just passing, but you're not there. Like you're not in the room, and everyone's coming up to you and telling you, "Oh, I'm so sorry." Te acompañan tus sentimientos, or what people would normally do. And then your kids, so la gente pasa y pasa, los niños van creciendo, cada vez puedo ver tu felicidad. So, even though that he's not here, he can see me from above, and he sees how my son is growing up. And all I remember is him telling me, like, he would see my son, he's like, "Ay, mijo, que estás bien chulo, mijo. Estás bien chulo, y que you're going to be a heartbreaker cuando crezcas," and whatever. Like, you joke around a lot. So, yo sé que no me olvidas, que me buscas por las mañanas y cada vez que vas por toda la ciudad. So, I'm like, I drive a lot. Like, I'm like gigging throughout the week, or, I'm kind of all over San Antonio every week. And there's little, like, just random little things. Like, I could be driving, and then, go, like something, like you hear bronco, and then I could see my dad there dancing I could see him on the dance floor and saying
little
hi to the
things,
world.
right?
Yeah.
Little signs here and there.
So, and then the bridge says, "La vida puede ser a veces dura, no siempre es lo justo y hace frío. Camina con tu rostro levantado, porque Dios tiene cuidado de tu camino." So no matter what happens, just chin up and know that everything's going to be all right. And then the chorus, "Esta es una llamada del cielo para decirte que te quiero. I want to tell you that I love you, even though I'm in the sky. Que vivo dentro cada viento, every wind that hits you, or every air that touches you. Sé que te abrazo en tus sueños when you're sleeping, even though, like, if you're crying, know that I'm hugging you and you're not alone. Llamada del cielo, que jamás podré olvidarte, I'll never forget you. Sé que el día llegará donde te vuelva a abrazar, llamada del cielo." So it's a song of hope that we're going to get that one hug, again. And it's just a moment.
Bro, that's, and Dave, when you write the song, I was asking Destiny last week. I'm sure English is probably your first language.
Mm-hmm.
Is English your first language?
It's kind of both. Yeah.
When you write, you're thinking in Spanish, or do you lay it out in your head first in English and figure out how to change that to Spanish?
No, I write in Spanish.
You write in Spanish.
So my wife is from Mexico, so I have
at home
a beautiful coach.
Oh yeah. And is it? Hey, that's not how you say this. That's not how you.
In the beginning, it was a lot like that, where no se dice esto, and the more that I would talk, the more that I would just dig myself. Yeah.
Well, listening to you say the lyrics is one thing. And before we get into the song, I want to throw this little nugget out there. Is if you guys are watching and you're a Mike Gonzalez Iconics fan, you've heard this magical voice before.
Yeah.
You were actually, I think, his first single.
Yeah, Una Estrella Más.
Una Estrella Más. He didn't have a lead. This was the guy that was doing the vocals. So again, if you're a Mike Gonzalez Iconics fan, Una Estrella Más, one of the very first singles that the Iconics ever put out, was Dave. Dave was the vocalist on that. Song.
I was one of the guinea pigs. We even down to the name of, like, he's like, "Man, what name should we put?" And we were all like sitting there in a room trying to think, Like, I was like, "Whatever you do, man," I was like, "you gotta keep your dad's legacy alive, no matter what. Like, whatever name you come up with, you gotta do it, man."
Yeah.
And he has. Shout out to Mike Gonzalez. I'm super proud of everything that you're doing, man, and just keep going. I see you, week after week hustling and traveling, and I know that you're getting it, man.
Yes, he's doing.
I don't even
know
what camera to look at.
Yeah, it's all good. We got a lot of them. Let Eddie worry about that.
Yeah.
But Dave, it's funny, right? Because he does a lot of his dad's music, and here we are talking about your dad.
Yeah, man. Wow.
And your song. You know what I mean? And again, just listening to you say the lyrics is one thing, but I think the people want to hear you sing the song. And I hate putting artists on the spot, especially when they don't have like a band or they don't have. You know what's crazy, Dave? Is that I watch people sometimes that play an instrument and sing, and when they don't have an instrument, it's like they're not in their realm. They're very uncomfortable just being a vocalist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like if somebody plays the bajo and sings and they don't have the bajo, it's really weird for them just to sing the song, right? Yeah. And if you guys don't know, Dave, the name of the English band you're always with is Finding Friday, right?
Yeah.
So Dave sings a lot of the songs and he plays the drums.
I play drums.
So the very first time I seen him, I'm going like this, playing the drums, and then you want me to sing a song? Heck no, that's not happening. But going back to your song, man. Una llamada del cielo, right?
Llamada del cielo.
Just
llamada del cielo.
Llamada del cielo. You want to sing it?
Let's you have something for me, Eddie?
We got Eddie,
come on,
el producer, dog. What do you mean? This dude had this stuff ready on Monday, dog.
He made his own track and everything.
He did it all. He's the producer of the year right here. We're gonna make our own Tejano Music Award over here.
The Premios Mundial next year.
Ay.
Te deseo lo mejor, mijo. I love you forever. Bye.
El tiempo pasa y pasa, los niños van creciendo, cada vez puedo ver tu felicidad. Yo sé que no me olvidas, que me buscas por las mañanas y cada vez que vas por toda la ciudad. La vida puede ser a veces dura, no siempre es lo justo y hace frío. Camina con tu rostro levantado, porque Dios tiene cuidado de tu camino. Esta es una llamada del cielo para decirte que te quiero, que vivo dentro cada viento. Sé que te abrazo en tus sueños, llamada del cielo, que jamás podré olvidarte. Y sé que el día llegará donde te vuelva a abrazar, llamada del cielo. La vida puede ser a veces dura, no siempre es lo justo y hace frío. Camina con tu rostro levantado, porque Dios tiene cuidado de tu camino. Esta es una llamada del cielo para decirte que te quiero, que vivo dentro cada viento. Sé que te abrazo en tus sueños, llamada del cielo, que jamás podré olvidarte. Sé que el día llegará donde te vuelva a abrazar, llamada del cielo, para decirte que te quiero, que vivo dentro cada viento. Sé que te abrazo en tus sueños, llamada del cielo, que jamás podré olvidarte. Sé que el día llegará donde te vuelva a abrazar, llamada del cielo.
Wow.
Dude, that's the first time I sing this song, period. Like with the music and everything. Like never sang it. And people have asked me many times, "Can you sing the song?" Well, no. It's not time.
It's only.
I don't want to cry.
It's on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday time.
Man.
That's for sure. Dave, wow, bro. Like the first, I don't know, minute and a half. I just closed my eyes. I have you in my ear, so it just sounds even better. But I when you started saying, I just want to close my eyes and just go into my own and really hear the lyrics, dude. That's my pops. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's again, man, just music. Music takes you on a roller coaster ride, dude. You know what I mean? There's songs like these, and there's songs that get you in a good mood. But this song really makes you stop and think. And like he said, we could just get that phone call from up there. Just even if it was just one phone call, just
a minute,
for a few minutes,
second,
man. Yeah, for sure.
Anything.
My little sister, my little sister Marisa there in Viva, she always post video because my dad lived with her for a long time, and she always posts videos every now and then of my nephew. He's in high school now. When he was little, he was a menace. He used to paint my dad's toenails when he was sleepy, like all kinds of stuff. And so my sister always posts little videos like that just to hear his voice. He wasn't a voicemail guy. Like if you didn't answer, he wasn't leaving a voicemail. But I'm sure a lot of people are going to be able to relate to that song, Dave. And to all the radio stations out there, man, to all the promoters out there that promote music, David L Garza, man, look it up, download it. It's on all platforms. You guys can go out there and get it. Put it on repeat. Go for a ride. Don't tell the cop I told you. Stop. Get your little mofle, a little 24 ounce. We call it 24 ounce or mofle. Get your little 24 ounce. Yeah, a little tall boy. Pinch your brown bag and go for a cruise, man. Or I don't know, go somewhere we used to, maybe hang out, or your loved ones work. I don't know, somewhere. Just listen to that song, man, because that song is powerful, Dave. Like. It's amazing that you wrote the lyrics.
I'll share something with you too. So the recording, I wasn't able to record the song. Like I couldn't redo the final vocal, so that the vocals on the song are the vocals of the demo that I recorded that night that I came back from the movie theater. I went back because I did the whole song. And then I was going to go back. I recorded everything. I shout out to Eddie Perez. He recorded the bass and the bajo. Ray Diaz de Leon, he recorded the accordion. And as we're recording, I just have my eyes closed and Ray's recording the accordion. And I'm like, my eyes are just tripping. And I just hearing it come to life. And then Ray goes home. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going to record the song. And I couldn't do it, man. I couldn't do it. So I went back and I just went to go edit a little bit, like tune just a tad bit, like of the vocals of the original recording, and that's what stayed on the song. I wasn't able to. I didn't think I would be able to sing that song again like this. Like I guess I've heard it so many times, and I've cried. Bro, I've cried a million times just with this song. But yeah, that was.
Have you driven in the car and it come out on the radio yet?
No.
Well, I'm gonna tell you now. I'll promise you, if you drive. If you don't mind me asking, what's your go-to listen to Tejano? Like, what do you use, an app? Do you use a radio station?
So K Alamo has an app, and I kind of have it on there. That's like I try to always listen to that. K Alamo's been giving me a pretty good push. I know that in Laredo, with Belinda and Z93 over there, I've had messages from the Valley, from Corpus. I got to go to Corpus and.
We've heard it on Hot Tejano.
Yes.
Hot Tejano's been playing yours.
Dude.
Shout out to Suave and Sunflowers.
Everybody at Hot Tejano, thank you so much for all that you do for Tejano. Like you guys are the most present that I've seen, like on like what's TikTok, like on all the platforms. They're like, they push, like I get invites to even listen to their internet radio. Yeah. And I'll do that. So that's a big thing, man.
No, they're doing a really good job. I mean, there's Hot Tejano, there's Tejano. Saludos to Jojo Herrera and Irene, they have Tejano Upright. There's so many, bro. You know, I think the FM stations for me are a little bit harder. I mean, Que Alamo, they do. Saludos to the Lopez family. I got to meet some of the other Homer. I got to meet his brother, some of the guys from Corpus, the Corpus area, during the Tejanos in Paradise cruise. Awesome family, awesome people. To me, I think FM's a little harder, right? I think the internet radio stations got it down as far as like taking in the music.
It's come a long way, man.
Oh yeah, no, for sure,
tremendous way.
And it's just again, I think it's gonna hit you. Like a bat on the side of your head.
Yeah, I know.
When you don't know that it's gonna come on. If somebody calls it, hey Dave, we're gonna play your song, it's coming on. Okay, cool, it's on the radio.
Yeah.
The song made the radio. But when you're driving, minding your own business, jamming, and you hear it come on,
yeah,
I have a feeling you're gonna have to pull over.
Yeah, I know. I would feel it would die. Like would die when her first album came out, and we did everything together, you know.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, we're on the radio. Estoy cansado, it's on the radio. That's me. It was a beautiful moment.
That's awesome,
Yeah.
man. That you can spend with your sister. That's even better, man. That's
Yeah.
cool. That's
She's
cool,
my
man.
ride or die, man. Literally.
Dies. She's. You know what? I'm gonna say this, and I'm probably gonna get in trouble, but it's all right. There's a song by. It's because you brought up Die. There's a song by, I want to say it's Yolanda del Rio and somebody else. And it's like, it's an old song, and it's where she's the wife.
Dude.
You know what song I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And they go back and forth, right?
So we've talked about that. Yeah. Go ahead.
So when I heard my shout out to my wife and my prima Lisa in Ruskin, Florida. They're big Yolanda del Rio fans.
Yeah.
Yolanda from the river. That's, you know,
Yeah.
So when I heard that song, and then when I started doing this, and I got to know Di, and when I tell you the other person, I said, you know what? If I could get Di Marie and Destiny Nevada
that would be a bomb.
to re-record that song, but here's the issue. You ready? You're not ready for what the issue
All
would
right,
be.
let's hear it.
Who's going to be the wife and who's going to be the son?
I don't think Destiny would even care.
Dude,
She's a team player, bro.
Dude,
Like,
but to have Di and Destiny on the same, like on the, if y'all don't know, Eddie, you know what song you're looking for?
Yeah, I got it.
You know which one it is? La Intrusa, that's it. That's it right there.
Esta canción lo que queremos decirle a esa intrusa que nos ha robado al marido y dice así. Una intrusa
Can you imagine?
llegado a mi vida que me reta y me quiere dañar. Esa intrusa es una pérdida. Ni siquiera la quiero nombrar.
well, if we were ever to do that,
Well,
man,
hey, Eddie, if you let her play, you got to let the other girl talk, dog.
let her defend herself.
Yeah.
También.
Señora, entiéndame usted, deje libre a su marido.
All right. We get it.
It's getting
But
dirty
Dave,
now.
Can you, Dave? Let's take the artist off and let's put the producer hat on. How would you go about something like that?
Well, I have
If you were able to sit them both down and say like, hey, let's for the people watching, how would you go about? And I just because I want people to know this side of you, you know what I mean, like your producer side. How would you go about something like that?
Well, first I'd have to have them both agree to even wanting to do, like, well, who's gonna be the wife and who's gonna be the Sancha?
Yeah, for sure.
But I don't know, man. Get creative, or maybe it doesn't have to be a mariachi song.
Yeah, but
and even if it was, I mean, I have I have a lot of friends. There's Azteca de America. There's Campanas de America. All of those are like they're all like there's so many like they're like all family to me.
And if somebody else does it, we said it right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Don't try to go and steal our idea, Eddie. We're gonna put their copyright something. I don't know.
It's gonna
but
3D publishing is David, Di, and Destiny.
There you go.
3D
Right
publishing.
there, you can call it the three. Dude, Eddie, what? I know Eddie doesn't have a microphone, but he loves music. Eddie, what do you think that those two could get away with doing that song?
For sure.
They could pull that. Dave,
That would be
it's your
awesome.
project, bro.
Yeah. There you go. So Destiny and Di, if you guys are watching, we gotta work together. We gotta do something. Well, Di has some music coming out too, so pretty soon.
That
so,
you've been helping her work. You've been working on that stuff.
yeah, so we have some music coming out pretty soon with Di as well, and I know Destiny just took out her brand new album.
Yeah, dude.
So congratulations.
Awesome, bro.
And she's out there, man. She's hustling, bro. She's Destiny's out there in Mexico, and she's opening and knocking on those doors that a lot of us
Haven't done.
Yeah.
They haven't knocked on those doors.
Yeah.
You're at Dave. What a way to put it, because that's exactly what she's doing.
Yeah.
And again, ladies and gentlemen, like we know the show is about David, but this is what he does. He's an artist, man. He puts music together. Dave, how hard is it to just, we were talking off camera, and there's been some people that've come on the show and like, hey, when I'm in the car, and it's hard for me to believe them, that when they're in the car, they don't listen to music. And I'm like, well, what do you mean? Like, yeah, I especially, how do they say, especially if I want to write something and I'm working on something, I try not to listen to music. And I get it, right? Because if you listen to something, it stays in your head.
Okay.
And I think it's kind of like, it's like your paintbrush. It's just going to go in one direction because that's what you have in your head. You know what I mean? How do you go about it?
I mean, it pretty much, it boils down to just the idea. I mean, the hardest part is it's not writing the song. It's what do you want to write about, or what do you want to sing about? Because you can, I mean, as a producer, I work with a lot of people, and they'll come in and, I want to sing. I want to take out my new single. Okay. So what do you like? Do you have any lyrics? Did you write anything down? Well, no, I don't have anything. Okay. So what do you want to sing about? And, well, I'm still trying to figure that out. And there's times that, there's
Hey,
times
Dave,
that,
but do you make sure the clock's on?
I know. No, I mean,
the time clock's got to be going, Dave.
yeah, I know. I mean, with me, it's a little different, man. Because if I'm gonna put my stamp on it, then it's got to be good, man. Everything has to have a meaning behind it. I think that's just. I mean, I don't make music just to make music. Like everything has to even the ending. Like if there's like a synth, or any little string or something. Oh, because just imagine if you're right here, and then in this part of the song, you're probably feeling this way. Let's put this synth in here, and let's instead of going up dun dun dun, let's dun dun dun, because you feel some sadness, or like everything has a meaning to it.
Yeah.
But when I'm in my car, going back to do you listen to music or not? I listen to everything, man. I enjoy all the, what's that?
You still listen to punk?
No, I don't. No, man.
Those days are behind me.
There's a song that my wife, she hates it. Like she hates it. But I love it so much that, because I know she's going to get mad. There's that song, Piensa en mí, llora por mí. So the song comes on and I'm like, yes, te amo. And she's like, cállate ya. Just bother her. But all that stuff, that's like the music that my dad loved, man. That's the music that I grew up on.
Música romántica, right?
Yeah, man.
Temerarios,
Dude,
all that, Los
that was
Bookies,
Laredo,
Brindis,
man.
all
Yeah.
that. Yeah, hell yeah.
I know it sounds weird, but I mean, of course, there was the Mas, La Mafia. I loved La Mafia. My dad was a huge fan of La Mafia. But I listen to everything, but if I'm going to write something, Yeah, I'll turn off the radio, and then you start, gathering ideas, and you start making a melody. And once I have the idea, then I have my phone always, I'll record it on my notes, and then if I don't finish it, I'll take it back home, and then I'll get on the piano. And then it gets to a point that you already hear the whole song is already done in my head. So everything's already done, and I just have to go and just put the elements in there. And there's times like even with Di would come in and she's like, well, this doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like anything yet. I'm like, well, yeah, because I still need to do this. I still need to put this. And it's like painting a picture. So you have a canvas, and then you put a little yellow, you put some red, and
put some pretty little trees.
Yeah.
Put
little,
what was his name? Bob Ross.
Bob Ross.
Oh, pretty little trees.
Yeah. This is a beautiful mistake. Whatever. The perfect disaster.
That's awesome, man.
So everything just comes together, man. I already hear it in my head, and you just it's an art, man. It's beautiful that you can like visualize it in your mind, and you just put it into audio, and you put it all together. And with every artist, it's different because they have a different color of a voice, or they have a different style. Some people, I spoke to somebody this week, and he was like, man, I love La Firma. They were just here this week.
Yeah, they were Thursday.
I didn't get to catch them, but he's like,
I know somebody. I'm not gonna mention no names, but somebody went. I knew.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right.
Eddie went. He had a good time.
So that it's kind of just everybody's different. They want to sound. Everyone has their distinct sound, and I want to sound like this. I want it to be a ballad, or I want it to be a romantic cumbia. And my job is to just capture everything that they have, and then just bring it to life. With everything. It's kind of like a contract worker. You build a house, and I want this room, and I want it to have this little dome and this candlelight, and I don't know what. Okay, cool. I'll make it happen for you. So that's my job.
But don't walk in and think that the candle's going to be up there right away, right? You gotta give me a little time to get to that part. Well, we couldn't do what we do here, bro, without a lot of help of a lot of people that support Dave, support me, support Eddie. They support the industry. They support La Onda Tejana. And these are the people keeping Bumpers Wacky Wednesday going every single week for you guys.
Pinners, San Antonio's premier men's clothing store. From suits to casual wear and accessories to our authentic Guayaberas, Pinners is known not only for our outstanding quality, but for our free expert custom tailoring to ensure you get the perfect fit every time. The experience of being fitted at Pinners is one of a kind. Come see why Pinners has been serving our customers for over 100 years. Located downtown on West Commerce with convenient free parking. Pinners, family owned since 1916.
Looking to purchase your dream home or want to sell your existing home? Call our friend Ricky Ray, the realtor, at 956-424-5724. He will help you get approved. No credit, low credit, no problem. So give him a call today at 956-424-5724.
Are you a disabled veteran unsure if you're receiving all the benefits you deserve? Contact Just for Veterans, Coach Retired Sergeant Major United States Marine Corps, Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. With a deep passion for serving veterans from all branches, he specializes in VA ratings to ensure you receive what you've earned for serving our nation. At Just for Veterans, getting your disability claim processed is now straightforward, thanks to our veteran design system. Don't delay. Book your consultation today with Oscar Ornelas at 951-388-4072. Remember to mention you've seen this ad on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. Just for Veterans, if you don't win your claim, you don't owe us anything. Your benefits matter, and we're here to help.
Hello, everyone. Rick Valderrama, mortgage loan originator with Vantage Bank, mortgage NMLS ID number 428763. I'm here to share with you some information about an amazing program that we are offering in low to moderate income areas and high minority areas in the whole state of Texas. This program offers 0 down, no private mortgage insurance, and credit scores as low as 580. All applications are subject to credit approval. Reach out to me for more information.
Oh, yeah, baby. Big partners of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Ron Hoover RV and Marine Center, the West Texas. Yes, guys. Our good friend, Mr. Leo Correa. You can reach him at 210-906-3796. That's 210-906-3796. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are in to buy a boat, an RV, the summer's coming, spring's coming, hey, maybe it's just been something you've been putting off to doing. Go out to Odessa, Texas, the West Texas. Yes, guys, go see our good friends Anthony Patterson, Leo Correa, all the guys there at Ron Hoover RV and Marine in Odessa, Texas. Let them know Bumper sent you. They will take care of you, ladies and gentlemen. They have some of the best brand. I mean, I'm talking brand spanking new. They got used RVs. Maybe you have one. You want to trade it in. Go hit him up. Call my boy Leo Correa, 210-906-3796, and make sure you let him know that Bumper sent you. Oh, don't forget. You like enchiladas?
Bro.
I love enchiladas. I love carne guisada. Our home away from home, the best Tejano food in all of San Antonio.
That's right.
Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant, 410 in Marbach. You're not going to want to miss it. 8138 Marbach Road for everybody who needs the exact address. Beautiful, beautiful place. Great food, great staff. Ashley, Eddie, all the staff there. Awesome, awesome people. And it is a Tejano staple. So if you're coming from out of town, I know a lot of people are going to be coming from out of town here in the next few weeks, coming for fanfare, things like that. You're looking for something to do early in the morning before things kick off. You want to go to Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant. 1, they support Tejano. 2, they support Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And then the most important, go get the hobby special. 2 enchiladas with carne guisada on the inside, melted cheese, some rice and beans, unos flour tortillas with a sweet tea. No, hombre, vato, you can't go wrong there. So hit up Gilbert's Mexican Restaurant, proud sponsor of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. And don't forget, it's about to get hot. We didn't get a winter, did we? We didn't get a winter too much, right? We got a little bit. But you got to get that AC ready to go. The spring's right around the corner. Hit him, my boy, Mr. Richard Trevino, owner of Pinnacle Air, ladies and gentlemen. 210-722-7231. Just won an award for San Antonio's Far West, like one of the top businesses of the Far West area of San Antonio. But they service all San Antonio and surrounding areas of San Antonio. Hit him up, 210-722-7231. Hit up Richard. That's his phone. Let him know Bumper sent you, and he'll take care of you. I promise you, man. The guy does all my AC work here. He does all my neighbors' AC work. He does all my friends' AC work. He's an amazing guy. Hit him up. Richard Trevino, 210-722-7231, Pinnacle Air. And then if you're ever injured, too late now, Dave. You called somebody else. 210-732-6091. You know what, man? You got to call. The Toscano Law Firm are amazing people. I'm actually using them right now on something that happened to me. And they, besides being a sponsor of the show, they're awesome people. Their staff, all the ladies up front, amazing, dude. They make you feel at home. The people who work your case, awesome, very, very informative. They let you know where you got to go, what you got to do. 210-732-6091. If you're injured, you've been hit, somebody rear-ends you, whatever the case may be, remember this number, ladies and gentlemen, 210-732-6091. Andrew Toscano at the Toscano Law Firm. Let them know Bumper sent you, or you heard this on Bumper's Wacky Wednesday. They'll take extra special care of you. Oh, my producer, boy, he did not let us down. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. KDA Radio Jalapeno 99.9 here in San Antonio. March 1st, they're putting on a big benefit for our good friends, Art, all the guys of the Conjunto Cats at VFW Post 9186, 650 VFW Boulevard. Doors are going to open at 2 and the music's going to start at 3. It's going to be $20 per person or donation, at minimum of $20. Hey, man, they're worth every penny of $20 and more, right? Yes. But check this out, dude. look how the Conjunto community came out and showed love to the Conjunto Cats. Because like I said in the beginning of the show, the Conjunto Cats are a band who's always the first in line to help somebody out and whatever they need. Santiago Garza y La Naturaleza, Lázaro Pérez, Conjunto Romo, Javier Solís y Los Únicos, Conjunto Solís, Flavio Longoria, Mambo, the Conjunto Champ, Johnny Martinez, Chente Barrera, David Farias, and David Lee Garza, DJ Chuco, is that his name? Chico, DJ Chico or Chuco? Chuco. Dude, all right, DJ Chuco's going to be there spinning it up. It's going to be March 1st at the VFW. Make sure you're there. Make sure you got your $20 bill ready to go. If you got two of them, get them ready to go. Whatever you guys want to donate, it's going to be a minimum of $20. It's going to be a great night of puro pinche conjunto music right there at the VFW, supporting our good friends, the Conjunto Cats. Oh, here we go. They ain't ready, baby. Come March, man. Come March. Downtown San Antonio, right next to Market Square, ladies and gentlemen. You're coming in for Tejano Fanfare. Well, let this be part of a day that you spend with us right there, downtown Market Square, right across the street. There's a park right across from Market Square. You can't miss it. It's right there on the south side of San Saba, if I'm not mistaken. Right, located right next to Market Square. Check this out, Dave. The Forever Jimmy G Music Festival coming to San Antonio, March 14th. Mike Gonzalez and the Iconics. David Lee Garza y Los Musicales. All the way from the Delta, from the 956, baby. The Delta Boys, one of the hottest conjuntos out there right now. And then, of course, Mr. David Farias and La Tropa F. And then La Voz de San Antonio, man. Mr. Jay Perez is going to be there with us. And, of course, hosted by yours truly, Bumper Gomez. Is going to be a great, great event. Go to eventmania.com. When you go to eventmania.com, look up the Jimmy G Festival San Antonio. Or, hey, if you're really high speed, you can take a picture of that QR code. It'll take you right there to get your tickets. Eventmania.com. It's going to be held at Milam Park, right there, downtown San Antonio, right across the street from Market Square. We look forward to seeing everybody there. Also performing, we're going to have La Des, Sin Código, and Horizonte Norteño. So we're going to check out. There's going to be some bands that play a little bit earlier. But then, of course, man, look at all those big wigs right there. You're not going to want to miss it. The Forever Jimmy G Music Festival coming March 14th, downtown San Antonio.
Wow. That's going to be a big event.
You would think I would be doing this for like 500 years, right? No, that's going to be a huge event, man. I can't wait to be a part of that. And then, of course, that next Sunday, I got to get the flyer for that, Eddie. The Tacos and Tequila. We're going to be in with your homies. That's going to be in New Braunfels, man. Tacos and Tequila. We're going to be there with Anthony Patterson playing all his new jams, along with La Calma. So it's going to be a good time, man. So those of you guys and New Braunfels that says we never show you some Tejano love, well, make sure you get your tickets.
Oh, yeah.
It's coming really, really soon. Tacos and Tequila. It's going to be March 15th. That's Sunday. We'll be there in New Braunfels. I'll be hosting there as well. So it's going to be a good time. Big, big weekend for Tejano music. Whatever floats your boat, wherever you go, whatever you do, as long as you're out there supporting the industry, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. Right?
That's right.
Dave, dude, you have really, again, sometimes interviews like this just blow my mind. No, I'm being real with you, man. Like sometimes, like, you know, you said it earlier, when you get a big artist, like for me and Eddie, we're just like, man, it's big time, right? And I love those interviews. But sometimes these conversations, these interviews, is what I cherish the most. That's the God honest truth. Yeah. That's the God honest truth, man. Like, I love doing interviews like this because who knows? Who knows what you do a year from now? Maybe, who knows if you make another song or this song takes off or another song takes off. I can always come back to YouTube and be like, hey, dog, check this out when he was, you know.
Right, my first.
You know what I mean? And to know that was the very first time you sang your brand new single.
Yeah.
And you did it right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday. Dude.
Thank you.
¿Qué más quieres? ¿Qué más quieres? You know what I mean? Dave, you're doing big things, bro. Just be you. I think that's what really separates you from a lot of people is that you're yourself. You're not putting on a persona.
No, man.
You are who you are. You can see this. He's not bullshitting. when he tells you that he's all over San Antonio. This guy gigs. You would be amazed on how many gigs this guy does in a week. If you're familiar with San Antonio, you know there's I think Velvet and Finding Friday. For me, if you're looking for a live top 40 band that can do it all, those are the two that right. If you're booked or if they're booked, whatever, I think you guys kind of find in the
there's a whole like community amongst them. Like it's nice to see everybody that
and y'all help each other out.
Oh man, yeah. Like so Velvet with Angelique. Shout out to Angelique and Tweet. They were at the rodeo and they had Guillermo that plays with Finding Friday. He was helping out, so we kind of exchange, every once in a while.
Wherever you guys
there's times that I go help out and stuff like that. This week I helped out, 2 different bands and some of them that I had never played with, and it's like, okay. But
all my love,
I know,
all
right?
my kisses, you don't know what you've been missing.
Yeah, man.
That's how it works. Like that, you just get. Do you listen to the How does it work? Hey, bro, I need a drummer. Okay, I'm there.
Yeah, the way that you said it, that's the way that kind of happened on this past Friday. I helped out some friends Saturday. I helped out some friends, but it was Jennifer Peña's bass player, and then Mark Martinez. He plays with the band's called X Factor. He wrote Lucero de mi alma of Emilio.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah, so
we were just in the cruise with him.
Yeah. There you go. Yeah, so it's there's so much music that everybody just knows, and we just put it together. And some friends went out and they're like, "Man, it sounds like you guys have been playing forever." I'm like, "This is the first time I actually played."
I never played with these guys before.
Yeah, but it's fun.
But if you know the song, you know the song.
Yeah,
right?
Music is universal, man. When you're with a caliber of people that just know what they're doing. You kind of just read each other's mind. It's like a musician thing.
Yeah.
You feel like you've been playing forever, and you just with a nod, you already know, okay, we're going, this is where we're going. So
the bass player for Jennifer is it Palomo?
Yeah. Jorge Palomo.
That dude's a beast, bro.
Yes, bro. I love
Hey,
that
bro,
guy,
but
man.
if you take the bass from him, he's just a cool dude. Like, he's just like a super normal guy.
Yeah.
Put a bass and it's like, he becomes Rambo with a gun.
Bro, Guillermo, Jorge Palomo, he has one of the biggest hearts, man. That guy, beyond his extraordinary playing, but beyond his amazing talent as a person, man,
I seen him, I've been in the studio with him, and he was with Chris Bettis.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We were doing some stuff with Chris Bettis, and Chris invited me to the studio, and I remember seeing him. I was just like, "La madre, this dude's bad, bro."
Yeah.
Super cool guy though.
Yeah,
they're all
great people.
super cool guy. Well, if you missed a little nugget that I said earlier, if you're, we were talking about the Jimmy G Music Festival. Our good friend, both of our good friends, Mike Gonzalez. This guy had a lot to do with the birth of Iconic, so to say, right?
That was the first song that we did for
that's what I mean. You had a lot to do.
We produced. Yeah,
you produced it for him, and you sang it for him, right? And I don't think
we
a
had
lot of
nothing,
people,
man. We didn't have anything. Like there was no budget. There was nothing, and we were like, so like, what do we do? Where are we gonna go? Where are we gonna record drums? Like we didn't have anywhere to record. I call a friend from Laredo, Junior Alanis. He's a pastor, bro, in Laredo. So I called.
Can you borrow your church,
dude? Literally. He's like, I have a studio man there. He's like, I've tracked drums here before. Okay, you mind if we just go to Laredo? We went. Mike took his drums. We went to Laredo. We went to go record over there. We recorded the drums. And then we got with the rest of the guys here, and they at my mom's. We did that song
in the living room.
Yeah, man. It's like literally everybody just came together, and it was just one of those things. It was that step of faith, man. Everybody was on board, and like, we're gonna make this happen, and we have to take something out, and we have to make the first. We just got to do it. There's no turning back.
Dave, did you ever sing that song live?
I've sang it once. I think once. Yeah, once. It was where were we? I think at like Mustang Sally's or something like that. And we went out there.
And they jammed it. They brought you up.
Yeah, but they don't play it. They really don't.
No, that's not on their normal playlist for sure. Don't get people to say like, oh, this is the. There's a lot of people that say like, like, hey Bump, where you going tonight? Oh, dude, Mike's playing. Oh, and then if they'll call me, be like, hey Bump, I'm playing over here. Oh, bro, I got this going on. Oh, but if it was Mike, you would be there. I get that shit all the time, man. Well, speaking of the iconics, speaking of the Jimmy G experience, the Jimmy Gonzalez Music Festival coming March 14th to downtown San Antonio, the birth of the iconics. He's right here, hanging out with us. So I'm going to do what Bumper does, and I'm going to put his ass on the spot one more time.
What are we doing?
You think he had Regalo del Cielo?
I'm all looking. Regalo del Cielo, hombre.
No, not Llamada del Cielo.
You're writing a song now.
What's the name of that song?
The
Una estrella más.
What? Una estrella más. I was way off. Bro.
You haven't even had a drink, bro.
I know, dude. No, it's because it's Ash Wednesday.
Yes.
It's the ashes. It's the ashes of my head.
Ya se cayeron las ashes.
You want to jam it or no? We got the best producer. He's gonna make you sound like $1 million.
Okay, I'm gonna need some more reverb. Nah, I'm just joking. Let's see what you got, man.
Oh man, just for you guys, baby.
Fueron tantos recuerdos, tantas sonrisas que no se olvidan. Más de 1000 emociones y buenos sabores en tus canciones. Hoy se apaga tu luz y se siguen escuchando tus versos. No te digo adiós y con el alma te digo te quiero. Una estrella más brilla, en el firmamento brilla. Se llegará tu voz en tus canciones y tantas alegrías. Una estrella más brilla, en el firmamento brilla. Se llegará tu voz en tus canciones y tantas alegrías. Yeah. Fueron tantos recuerdos, tantas sonrisas que no se olvidan. Más de 1000 emociones y buenos sabores de tus canciones. Y hoy se apaga tu luz y se siguen escuchando tus versos. No te digo adiós, con el alma te digo te quiero. Una estrella más brilla, en el firmamento brilla. Nos llevará tu voz en tus canciones a tantas alegrías. Una estrella más brilla, en el firmamento brilla. Nos llevará tu voz en tus canciones a tantas alegrías. Nos llevará tu voz en tus canciones a tantas alegrías. Nos llevará tu voz en tus canciones a tantas alegrías.
nos llevará tu voz en tus canciones y tantas alegrías. Yeah, a little bit of Jimmy G. Iconics, baby.
Dang, son. Wow, ladies and gentlemen. The second song he just absolutely killed this evening in the studio. Man, Mr. David L Garza, dude. It don't get no better than that right there. Dave, and you, I'm watching you just no chills. I mean, the voice that's coming out is not going with your character's just real cool, but the voice is just something else, bro.
You should have given me like guitar or something so I could fake play or something. Kind of feel a little romantic.
Miguel would have loved it. That's Miguel Hernandez. It's a guitar that he gave us. Saludos to a good friend, Miguel Hernandez. Man, Dave, dude, I just can't say enough, bro. Like, tonight's been, for me, awesome, man. Like, I really hope people come back and watch this. You know what I mean? Or, you know, if you watch it tonight with us live right here, you go and look up David L Garza, right? Look him up. Download the song, of course, right away, but dig a little deeper, man. You see, he's involved in a lot of things. He's done a lot of great things in the industry. Not only that, Dave, something that I really took from tonight, man, was you're a person who really carries their faith. And not a lot of people can do that the way you do. A lot of people carry faith. But I think when you said, you know, a lot of people, and I wouldn't say an opportunity, right? Because it's a lot of pain you have to go through. But, you know, you said something earlier, like a lot of people don't have the opportunity to be close to death and you know, get that relationship with God. Like it doesn't happen to everybody. I get it. Yeah. But I really understood you, man. I could feel you, what you were talking about.
It's almost like if you're born again, man. You know, like I had my accident like 5 years ago, and it's just the way that you look at life. I'm thankful. I could say that I'm thankful now for what happened to me. And in the moment, I was bedridden for 9 months, where I was in a bed, like literally I couldn't move, couldn't do anything. And I thank God for that moment, you know, because also from being out of the house so much that I don't get to spend time with my family, that was probably one of the most beautiful moments that I'm like, now I could see my son every day. Now I don't have to be somewhere. And yes, like the financial problems can happen, and you're like, well, I had just bought a house 2 weeks before. And only God can do something like this, bro. So people moved all my apartment to my house. Like they got a U-Haul, they moved it to my house. Shout out to all my brothers from the church, like the band Finding Friday. Everybody moved that. Like the church paid for my first mortgage month, you know, and then the band Finding Friday, you know, they helped me out my second month. The Grammys. So you're part of the Grammys, the music cares. Yeah. Music Cares. They helped me out. And then there was another foundation from Nashville. So it's like all these people would show up to my house with like $300 envelopes, people that I had never met in my life. And they would show up to my house. Are you David's wife? Yeah. And okay, this envelope is for you. And they would show up and give her $300, $200. People would show up with groceries. People that I had never met, and then they would just tell my wife, you know what? I know that you don't know me, but David, he blessed my life when I was going through something. And sometimes you don't even know that you're a blessing to somebody or how much that you could touch people. But man, I had one of my good friends from church pass away this week. Like he was at church, we're in the middle of the service. He goes outside. His grandchild was, you know, being fussy. He took him to his truck. He puts him there in the passenger seat. He's walking around, and then he collapses from one moment to the next. 54 years old. He passes away. and he died in the middle of the service. Like they took him to the ER. He passes away from one moment to the next. Super healthy guy, like built and everything, like super strong. And then you start to think, like, man, like, what am I doing with my life right now? How am I living my life? So if you have an opportunity, to change, the way that you're living, take that as an opportunity to change, or to even just appreciate, to live life in a different way. That the littlest things, man. When I first started walking again, it was around like Halloween. My son wanted to go trick-or-treating, and I was able to walk 2 blocks, and I was crying, bro. Like, because I was like those things don't mean anything to people, but when you're not able to do things anymore, and then you're able to take a couple steps, and you're like, oh man, like, thank you, God. So just appreciate life. Life is way too short, to worry about little things. I have a friend that, also he's a celebrity, basketball celebrity, champion. And I had a long talk with him a few weeks ago, and he's like, man, we just have to we can't worry about the little things. We have to worry about the big picture. Like, if we step out of our life and we just look at everything, and if we were to just look and focus on the big picture instead of worrying about the little things that don't matter. So some of us are fighting, struggling financially. Some of us, that you're, just going through issues. There's so many problems that everybody has, but if we were to just step back and just look at the big picture, and know how blessed you are to be able to wake up every day, to be able to be the light, for somebody, to make somebody smile, to just make a difference in this world. That's what it's about. I don't look at life the same way anymore. I'm super thankful for everything. My wife, man, bro, I don't know what my life would be without her. My wife was, the patience of, dealing with someone that's hurt, and, the frustration and everything. She was with me through everything. So I'm very blessed to have the family that I have, my son, for him to be able to experience that, and to see what God can do, the miracles that God does, and how that's changed the way that he's bloomed in his life. Yeah. Because then he can be out there and be a difference to somebody. So yeah, man, God is good, man.
All the time.
Yeah.
No, absolutely, man. I know you mentioned your wife and your family and stuff, but before we call it a night, I would like to give you back the microphone. Any thank yous, any shout outs, anything you want to do? The microphone is yours.
Well, I want to give a shout out to first of all, to God. Always all the glory to God. To my wife, I love you. My son, Marco. To my mom, my dad, my parents, Eva, my dad, Horacio, that's in heaven. And all my family, my friends, everybody that just has been part of this journey. Thank you, man. Thank you for this, beautiful opportunity to, the platform that you have, that I know that you're literally all over the United States, Mexico, all over the world. People are watching this show, and it's a huge honor for me to be able to, be here and sit next to you and just, and just chop it up, man.
The honor's ours. The honor is definitely the honor. The honor is ours, man. Again, before we call it a night, these interviews I love, man. I just I'm not gonna be able to sleep tonight because it's just my head. It's like, man, I'm being real, Dave. I'm being honest with you. Me and Eddie have these conversations. Sometimes it's just these interviews. Sometimes like this just go in a whole different way. And and you could help me. What I want people to really know is like, there's no magic board down here. There's no piece of paper here. Dave, I mean, it's just me and you.
Dude, I don't know what to expect, man. I was like, what if I show up, and then what if Bumper wants me to drink a shot of tequila? And I'm like, well, I'm gonna be in trouble here.
I know what you do.
Let me tell you guys.
Eddie, I've been that guy. Let me tell you. But not on Ash Wednesday. We're not doing on Ash Wednesday. But no, Dave, on behalf of me and Eddie, man, we wish you the best, brother. Love the new single, right? Love the new single. If you guys haven't downloaded the new single, right? Llamada del Cielo. Did I get it wrong?
Llamada del Cielo.
See, I got it right.
There you go.
Dude. You were giving me a hard time earlier. Wrong song, but you know. Llamada del Cielo right there. You guys take a picture of the QR code. It'll take you right there to all the platforms. You can download it, whatever, Apple Music, Spotify, all that stuff. It's a beautiful, beautiful song. Again, man, if you didn't hear it earlier, just tune in later. Go download the song. Go in your vehicle.
Yeah.
Go somewhere. Just sit in if there's you wish somebody would call you from heaven, you could just have one more conversation. This song will really hit you differently. Dave, it's been an honor and a privilege to have you, brother. On behalf of me and Eddie, we wish you nothing but success,
Thank you, man.
brother.
Same
Nothing
here.
but success, dude. Ahí vamos, como I tell Eddie all the time, ahí vamos. Big shout out to Eddie Hernandez, producer of Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.
Yes.
Always doing an amazing, amazing job with all the graphics, with all the music. Like, all I got to do is I have it down to all I do is talk. Eddie just says, just shut up, sit down, and do what I do. And I
He's
kind of,
amazing, man.
I kind of let him do what he does. And of course, the show has done so much. We have grown so much.
It wouldn't sound the way it sounds. It wouldn't look the way it looks without you. So thank you for everything that you pour into this show, man. Pour it into La Onda, to every Tejano, to everybody that still wants to listen to this amazing music, to your wife, to Laura,
It's like, keep going, now you keep going.
to my best friend, for letting you be here with me on Ash Wednesday.
Yeah,
when you could be at church,
He went earlier. But no, again, Dave, thank you guys. Thank you so much for being here, man. We wish you the best, brother. We honestly do. Eddie, again, great job. Don't forget, next week we're going to be at I don't want to say undisclosed location because it's going to end up being, I think we're going to end up saying where it's going to be. It's a new little spot. We're going to go spot it out this week. Check it out. Maybe Thursday, maybe tomorrow, Friday. We'll go and check it out. But it could be maybe a new home.
Nice
for Wacky Wednesday. We'll see. We'll see what comes of it. But next week, Jay Manny, right? Jay Manny's going to be for the very first time. We're going to introduce him into La Onda Tejana. You guys be ready. You guys heard a little clip of his song there on What's Bumper Bumpin'. You can go back and rewind it later. Check it out. We'll see you guys next week at a new place. Same time, but a new place. Looking forward to it. Eddie, again, thank you. Dave, gracias, man. Thank you so much. We wish you the best. We'll see you guys next week right here on Bumpers Wacky Wednesday.